Hi all. In previous videos, we discussed about definition of matrices, different types of matrices, operation of matrices like addition of matrices, multiplication of matrices, etc. And we discussed how to find the transpose of a matrix like that. Today, we will discuss about elementary operations on matrices, what is the inverse of a matrix and how to find the inverse of a matrix through elementary row operation and column operation like that. Elementary operation of a matrix. There are 6 operations, elementary operation on a matrix. Suppose we have a matrix, then we can apply some operations to rows and columns in that matrix. There are 3 operations for rows and 3 operations for columns. So we can see one by one. First operation. Suppose we have a matrix. Then we can interchange the rows of that matrix. Similarly, we can interchange the columns of that matrix. Here, a 3 by 3 matrix, a square matrix A is given. Then R1 becomes R2, R2 becomes R1, which means that the first row is changed to second row and second row changed to first row. Here, for this 3 by 3 matrix, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. Then R1 changed to R2, R2 changed to R1 means we need to interchange R1 and R2. That is, first row become second row. Second row becomes first row. That is, here, this first row becomes this. Second row becomes first row. So, this is the matrix obtained after applying this elementary operation. That is, if we have a matrix, then we can interchange the rows or similarly we can interchange the columns. This is the second operation. The multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero number. Suppose we have a matrix of order n by m, then we can multiply a row or column with a non-zero number. In previous video, we discussed how to find the scalar multiplication of a matrix. There, we multiply the entire matrix with a scalar number. But here, this elementary operation is, we can multiply a row or a column with a non-zero number. Here, a 2 by 3 matrix B is given. Here the operation is C3 changed to 1 by 7 into C3 or C3 changed to C3 by 7. That is, column 3 should be changed to column 3 by 7. That is, we need to divide the entire elements by 7. The entire elements in the third column. This is the first column, this is the second column and this is the third column. So here there exists no change for first column or second column. We just copy the first row and first column and second column. And we need to multiply the third column with 1 by 7. Multiplying with 1 by 7 is same as dividing each element with 7. So, 1 into 1 by 7 becomes 1 by 7. 1 into 1 by 7 becomes 1 by 7. That is, we are just multiply the third column with 1 by 7. There exists no change for first column or second column, just the third column changed using this operation. So, similar operation we can apply for rows also. That is, we can multiply the first row with a non-zero number, the second row with a non-zero number. Similarly for columns also. Here is the third elementary operation. We can multiply a row or column with a non-zero number and add that row or column to any other row or column. That is, if we have a matrix of order n by m, then we can multiply a row with a non-zero number. Just we discussed how to multiply a row with a non-zero number. Then we can add that row with any other rows. The corresponding elements we need to add. Here R2 becomes R2 minus 2R1. That is, we need to multiply first row R1 with minus 2. So this is the first row and this is the second row. Just multiplying this first row with minus 2 and add that with the R2. That is R2 plus minus 2R1 is same as R2 minus 2R1. So R2 minus 2R1. The corresponding elements we need to operate. So here 2 plus minus 2 into 1. So here first row changed to minus 2R1. So this is the minus 2R1. 1 into minus 2 minus 2. 2 into minus 2 minus 4. Now R2 plus minus 2. 2 plus minus 2 0. Minus 1 plus minus 4 minus 5. So there exists no change for first row. R1 we just copy that R1 here. The second row becomes, we need to apply this operation. R2 plus minus 2 R1. 2 plus minus 2, 0. Minus 1 plus minus 4, minus 5. Invertible matrices. Suppose we have a square matrix A, then there exists another square matrix B such that the product AB and BA both gives the identity matrix. What is the identity matrix? In matrices part 2 section we discussed about identity matrix. Please watch that video. That is, if a square matrix A is given, there exists another matrix B such that product of AB and BA gives the identity matrix, which means that the diagonal entries are 1 and the remaining all other elements are 0. Then we can say that B is the inverse of A, or we can denote B equal to A inverse. Then we can say that A is an invertible matrix. That is, a square matrix A is given. Suppose there exists another square matrix B such that both the product AB and BA gives the identity matrix. Then we can say that B is the inverse of A and we can note B equal to A inverse. Then we say that A is said to be the invertible matrix. Here a 2 by 2 matrix A is given. Another 2 by 2 matrix B is given. Then we are just multiplying A with B. The matrix 2 by 2 matrix A, the 2 by 2 matrix B. Multiplying. In previous video we discussed how to find the product of two matrices. Here first row into first column. 2 into 2, 4. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. First row with the second column. 2 into minus 3, minus 6. 3 into 2, 6. Similarly, second row into first column gives this. Second row into second column gives this. Now just check. This is a 2 by 2 identity matrix. That is AB. Product AB gives an identity matrix 2 by 2 matrix. Now BA. Similarly, when we multiply B with A, we will get an identity matrix. Please do yourself. That is here A into B, B into A. Both gives an identity matrix. Then we can say that B is the inverse of A and B equal to A inverse and A is an invertible matrix. Similarly, A is the inverse of B, A equal to B inverse and B is an invertible matrix. So B equal to A inverse, A equal to B inverse. That is, if the product both AB and BA gives the identity matrix, then we can say that both the matrix A and B are invertible and A is the inverse of B and B is the inverse of A. Just note that a rectangular matrix does not possess inverse matrix because to find the inverse of a matrix, both the product BA and AB to be defined and both BA and AB should be equal to the identity matrix of the same order. For that, both the matrices A and B should be square matrices. If B is the inverse of A, then A is also the inverse of B. We saw that in previous example. There exists a theorem, uniqueness of inverse. That is, the inverse is unique. The inverse of a square matrix, if it exists, is unique. That is, a matrix have exactly one inverse. There exists another theorem. If A and B are invertible matrices of the same order, then the inverse of the product matrix AB is same as B inverse into A inverse. That is, suppose we are finding the inverse of the product matrix AB, then that is same as multiplying B inverse with A inverse. That is, AB inverse is same as B inverse into A inverse. So we saw the inverse of a matrix. We defined the inverse of a matrix. Now our task is how to find the inverse of a matrix. Suppose a matrix A is given and if there exists a matrix B such that AB equal to BA equal to identity matrix I, then we can say that B is the inverse of A. But how to find that B matrix? So, using elementary operation. So, we discussed about elementary operation first. Using elementary operation, we can find the inverse of a matrix. So, elementary operation is one of the method to find the inverse of a matrix. Suppose a matrix A is given. If A inverse exists, first we need to write A equal to IA. That is, A is a given matrix, I is the identity matrix of the same order. Then we need to apply a sequence of row operations like interchanging rows or multiplying a row with a non-zero number or adding the rows like that. We need to change this A equal to IA to this I equal to BA. We will get this I equal to BA after applying this sequence of row operation. Then this matrix B is said to be the inverse of A. Similarly, using column operation, we can find the inverse of a matrix. For that, first we need to write A equal to AI. Then we need to apply a sequence of column operation. After that, we will get I equal to AB. That is, we will change this A to I. Then this I becomes B. Then this B will be the inverse of A. So we can discuss some example, then it will be more clear to you. Here a remark. In case after applying one or more elementary operation, one elementary row or column operation on A equal to IA, if we obtain all zeros in one or more rows of the matrix A on LHS, then A inverse does not exist. So all elements, all square matrices need not have inverse. By using elementary operations, find the inverse of the matrix A. 2 by 2 matrix A is given. So how can we find the inverse of this 2 by 2 matrix? So we discussed how to find the inverse of a matrix using elementary operation. There exist 3 steps. First, we need to write A equal to IA. Then we need to apply a sequence of row operations. Then that will be I equal to BA. Then the matrix B is said to be the inverse of A. So first step, we need to write A equal to IA. Here A matrix is given I, 2 by 2 identity matrix. This is the 2 by 2 identity matrix. So A equal to IA. Now what is the next step? We need to apply a sequence of row operation. So we need to convert this matrix to identity matrix I equal to BA. That is the next step. So how can we convert this matrix to an identity matrix? First we need to check whether A11 equal to 1. Then we need to convert all the remaining elements in that column equal to 0. So first A11 should be 1. The remaining elements in that column should be 0. Then we need to convert A22 to 1 and all the elements in that column, all the remaining elements in that column should be 0. If it is a 3 by 3 matrix, we need to convert A33 to 1. All the remaining elements in that column should be 0. So here A11 is 1. So there exists no change. Next, here the other element in that column is not 0. So we need to convert this 2 as 0. How? So first we can multiply this R1 with the -2. Here 2 is given. So we can multiply R1 with minus 2 and adding that with this second row. That is R2 changed to minus 2 R1 plus R2. That is, we are multiplying first row with minus 2 and adding that with the second row. R2 is changed to that. Then 2 becomes 0. So here first row is given 1, 2 are the elements in the first row. Minus 2 R1 means 1 into minus 2, minus 2. 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Now, minus 2 R1 plus R2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. Minus 4 plus minus 1, minus 5. So, R2 becomes minus 2 R1 plus R2. Similar operation we need to apply here. Minus 2 R1. R1 into 1 into minus 2 minus 2. 0 into minus 2, 0. Now, minus 2 R1 plus R2. Minus 2 plus 0, minus 2. 0 plus 1, 1. That is here, second row changed to minus 2 R1 plus R2. So, our first task is over. This entire column, other elements in that entire columns become 0. There exists only one element and it becomes 0. Now our task is, we need to convert A22 to 1. How? Here it is minus 5. So if we divide minus 5 with the minus 5, then this becomes 1. So R2 becomes this entire row divided by minus 5. Here, this is the second row. 0 by minus 5, 0. Minus 5 by minus 5, 1. Similar operation we need to apply here. Minus 2 by minus 5, 2 by 5. Minus minus will be cancelled. 1 by minus 5, minus 1 by 5. So, our next task is also completed. Now, all other elements in that column should be 0. Here, we need to convert 2 as 0. How? We need to multiply this row with the minus 2 and add this row. That is, R1 becomes here, R1 should be changed. R1 becomes minus 2 R2 plus R1. So, here minus 2 into 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1. So, there exists no change. Now, minus 2 into 1, minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. That is, we get this matrix. Same operation we need to apply here. Here, minus 2 R2. Minus 2 into 2 by 5 plus 1. So, we will get 1 by 5. Same here, minus 2 into this, minus 1 by 5, minus 2 into minus 1 by 5 plus 0, or 0 plus minus 2 into minus 1 by 5. We will get 2 by 5. So, this is the matrix. So, here, just see, it becomes I into BA. Here, it becomes an identity matrix I, and it's like I equal to B into A. So, this matrix is the inverse of A. So, A inverse equal to this 2 by 2 matrix. So, in a similar way, we can find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix or any other square matrix. Please do the problems from your textbook or any other source. Then only this will be more clear to you. If you have any doubt in any of the problems or any of the problems discussed in other videos, you can mention that doubts in the comment section. We can discuss that in upcoming videos. Thank you all.